They screaming peace when there ain't no peace. Israel prophesying in the streets. Look at me, the center of attention. Black Messiah coming with a vengeance.
What can I read about Good Friday in the Bible? What we have to do is we have to start calling these pastors out for their BS. We have to start making them actually teach us the Word of God.
Bring it out.
Ain't no Good Friday in the Bible. Now let me ask you something. Okay, let's rock with this thought for a minute. What do Christianity say Good Friday is? What does it represent? Do you know?
Good Friday represents. And you burn that. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure.
They say that Good Friday was the day that Christ was crucified.
Teach, huh?
That was the day he got killed. You know anything about Christ's crucifixion? Now, let me ask you something. You ever seen Passion of the Christ?
Yeah, I see.
You saw the movie, right?
Yeah.
Did he have a smooth death? Did he die in his sleep? What's good about the way he was killed? Knowing for a fact that the Christ in Passion of the Christ was a white man, the real Christ is a black man, right? But I'm just saying, if you saw that visual, was it good or was it bad?
Worst way you could probably die.
It's the absolute worst way you could die. People will hang on the cross for days at a time before they finally died.
Right. Teach. Humiliated.
Yes.
And thrown.
So he was beaten, and that wasn't enough. Then they crucified him. And now today Christians call it Good Friday.
Bring it out.
Today is called Good Friday. That's what God said this. Read it again. Verse 2.
The book of Ezekiel chapter 34 verse 2. Son of man, prophesy against the shepherds of Israel.
That's why we got to come out here and let our people know that Easter stuff is garbage.
Right.
It's garbage.
That's right.
And you know why you believe in Easter? You know why you believe in Good Friday? Because your mama believed in Easter and Good Friday. Because your grandmama believed in Easter and Good Friday. And at no point have they been able to substantiate it in the Bible.
That's right.
No point have you told your pastor to show me Good Friday in the Bible. What you got?
Jeremiah chapter 23 verse 1.
Read.
Woe unto the pastors.
Woe unto who?
The pastors.
And destruction to your pastor. I know that's why you going to the laundromat. You want to make sure your clothes clean. Right. I know that's why you going to the stores today. Make sure you got your outfit for Easter Sunday. Right. Destruction to your pastor for letting you walk in idolatry.
Bring it out.
Hey, tomorrow to you think you're doing God a favor by going to Easter service. All you're doing is lying in that pastor's pocket.
That's right.
All you're doing is digging in your pocket, giving them your money. And you tell me I'm lying. You got Negroes that's been dealing dope and whoremongering, women that's been whoring themselves all year, and they'll get up tomorrow to go to church for Easter.
Bring it out.
An unsubstantiated holiday that got nothing to do with God.
That's right.
Read that.
The book of Amos chapter 5 verse 21. I despise your feast day.
Listen to what God's saying. He's saying the stuff y'all celebrate, I can't stand that thing. Get it far from me. The things that you are celebrating today got nothing to do with God. And we can prove it. If you got the courage, if you got the spirit where you want to know the truth about the Bible and not just good old time religion.
That's right.
That's what we was taught since we were slaves. Understand that. These institutions that you're looking at today were established when you could not read and write for over 250 years.
Bring it out.
So how is it in 2020 the Negro today still celebrate what the slave that was picking cotton celebrated?
Teach, huh?
Where's the disconnect? Your pastors is the disconnect. Your pastors are the ones that have made a covenant with death. Your pastors are the ones that don't want to teach you the truth about who you are in the Bible. Read it.
The book of Colossians chapter 2 and verse 8.
Read.
Beware lest any man spoil you.
What does it mean to have a man spoil you? Spoil, remember this is King James Version Bible, right? So the words are a little different. When we think spoil, you think of a baby, you just give them everything. When the Bible says spoil, it's talking about robbing you.
Bring it out.
Remember the spoils of war.
Right.
right? You go in Second City, you get the spoils of war. You get to take all of their possessions. God said, beware lest any man spoil you, but how?
Through philosophy.
Through his own intelligent thinking, through the way that they teach, through the holidays and the policies that they put out, through his own philosophy and what?
And vain deceit.
And what?
Vain deceit.
And lies.
That's right.
You can't get 3 days and 3 nights from Friday evening to Sunday morning.
Bring it out, Doc.
It is literally impossible.
Bring it out.
But what will happen? Y'all will be walking to these stores right now shopping. You will hear us say that you can't get 3 days and 3 nights from Friday evening to Sunday morning. And you will still get in your car and drive off and go to the church in the morning and say it's Easter Sunday.
Bring it out, Doc.
Why? Because you have been spoiled. Your mind has been corrupted from the simplicity of God.
Right.
You can't see the truth even though it's right in front of your face. Read it.
After the traditions of men.
After what?
The traditions of men.
Where does Easter come from? That's a man-made tradition. Hold
That's
that.
right.
Give me Mark 7:7.
That's right.
That's a man-made tradition.
Right.
That's why you don't find it in the Bible.
That's right.
There is 22 books in the Bible after Christ dies. 22. Not one disciple celebrated his death, burial, and resurrection.
Teach, Doc.
Not one prophet kept Easter. Nowhere in the New. And Paul was setting up the churches.
Bring it out.
He was telling the Corinthians what to do, the Galatians what to do. In Thessalonica, he was giving them instructions, and he never instructed nobody to keep Easter.
Bring it out.
So why does the Negro today think that Easter is of God?
Bring it out.
Because you've been spoiled. Read this.
The book of Mark, chapter 7 and verse 7.
Read.
You.
Howbeit, in vain do they worship.
Listen to what he's saying. Y'all worshiping God in vain. Just know when you put on your beautiful outfit tomorrow, when you put on your nice shoes, when you put on that 3-piece suit, you ain't doing it for God. You doing it for the pastor that's in that pulpit. Thus saith the Lord. And if you want to challenge us, step up. We'll prove every word we saying. Read.
Howbeit, in vain do they worship me.
What?
Teaching for doctrine.
What?
The commandments of men.
They said y'all worship me in vain because y'all keep the holidays that was given to you by men and not by God.
That's right.
Listen, it's a different world you living in when you get around real men that really know the Bible.
Right.
We ain't out here for feel-good speeches and telling you hugs and kisses. We out here because your soul on the line and America about to be destroyed soon.
Right. That's right.
That's the reality. You can walk by and just get in your car and mosey on about your day like you don't hear what we saying. You've been marked. Trust me, you've been warned. Go back to where you was at.
Matthew, chapter 15, verse 3.
Read it.
But he answered and said unto them,
What?
Why do you transgress the commandments of God by your tradition?
He's asking, why do y'all keep breaking God's commandments to keep these man-made traditions? Remember, what's the first commandment God gave us?
Thou shalt not kill.
Nope.
Thou shalt not steal.
Nope, nope, nope.
Thou
Nope.
shalt not lie.
Hey, that's a good one, but that ain't the first one. What's the first one? And people think that Moses was saying this. When you go back to Exodus and you actually read it, this is the mouth of God speaking. Do you understand what I'm saying?
What club was that at?
That was admit that a lot of people don't even realize they.
I've called her. She hasn't responded. I've called her more than a few times.
But the Zulu nation, I'm like, what the hell is this? I know nobody know what I'm talking about. You'll leave me on the island by myself. I don't know what the hell Bishop's talking about. That's what y'all do. Then after class, yeah, I knew what you were talking about. I just don't want to be caught out there. The hell is this? Get on my damn nerves. So read that again, 31.
Give me Exodus, the 20th chapter. This is the mouth of God, and this is the first thing he told us to do. Read this.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
The first commandment God ever gave us was to not have no other gods before him.
That's right.
You know what the other guys told you? That it was okay to break the Lord's Sabbath day and go to these stores and buy.
Bring it out.
Your God died on a Friday evening and rose Sunday morning. That's the God of this world. The God of the Bible was in the ground for 3 days and 3 nights.
That's
Right.
What Jesus Christ are you celebrating? But we crazy. And look at how they dress. They crazy. Why they got them purple things on? They crazy. But you've been celebrating Easter your whole life and ain't nobody ever showed it to you in the Bible.
Right out.
So who crazy? So who don't know what they talking about? The reason that your pastors have it so good is because you in ignorance.
That's right.
The second you decide you don't want to be ignorant no more, these churches going to be empty, I guarantee it.
That's right.
Go back to Colossians. You got it? Read.
Colossians chapter 2 and verse 8.
Read.
Beware, lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
There is a philosophy. They frame mischief by law. What happened last Friday? A lot of people got off of work. If you worked last Friday, you was able to get time and a half. You worked a holiday. Everything gonna be shut down tomorrow.
Bring it out.
You're gonna have slim pickings to what store? You think these mom and pop shops gonna be open on Easter? No, the kids they hiding chicken eggs in the backyard right now.
Bring it out.
That's right.
They concealing eggs for kids to do their hunt right now. But y'all Christians.
See, Chuck.
But y'all Christians. But y'all are the ones that walk the earth telling people to come to Jesus.
Bring it out.
Bring it out.
When you ain't with Jesus. Read it.
After the traditions of men.
After what?
The traditions of men.
Y'all gotta choose. You gotta choose one. You can't walk this earth calling yourself a Christian and make twerk videos on the side.
Bring it out.
Right.
You can't walk this earth calling yourself a Christian. You selling dope.
That's right.
You laying with all type of women, got a couple kids in this house, a couple kids in this house. That ain't what Christians do.
Right.
That's the reality. You know who the true Christians? The Israelites are the true Christians.
That's right.
That's right.
The Israelites are the true Christians.
That's
Bring it out.
All y'all did was stole our name, but in act you do whatever you want to do.
Bring it out.
That's why it's important that you take that flyer that we gave you. It's important that you call that number that's on that flyer and learn what God really requires of you as a man.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.